Hey everyone, I'm Brenda Stolier, Mashable's tech reporter, and we're finally approaching Apple's long-awaited September event. Just like WWDC back in June, it's going to be a virtual live stream on September 15th. This time, we'll finally get to see some new products. Here's a quick rundown of what we expect Apple to show us in just a few days. First off, let's start with the bad news. Although this event has historically been used to introduce the new iPhone, all signs point to the fact that we'll have to wait until October to preview the iPhone 12. Due to the pandemic, Apple was forced to temporarily shut down in the middle of the year. Factories in China have been strained trying to produce parts, and Apple told its investors that the new iPhone will be slightly delayed. But that isn't stopping Apple from going forward and launching products that are actually ready, and Apple will likely follow up with a separate iPhone event either later this month or early in October. In true Apple fashion, they've been dropping hints about what to expect. For one, the tagline of the September 15th event is "Time flies," so you can bet that we're going to see some big advancements with the Apple Watch. Last year's update with the Series 5 was actually barely an update at all and differed from the Series 4 primarily by having an always-on display. Will we see a third year of incremental change or a big new reveal? Well, we know that the next Apple Watch will come with watchOS 7, which has a ton of new features like hand washing detection, dance workouts, and sleep tracking. The new operating system will work on Series 3 through 5, so you don't need to get the newest one to stay updated. According to a report from Bloomberg, the biggest Apple Watch update will likely come in the form of cost rather than function. Apple is expected to release both a high-end and low-end watch this year, which seems to be consistent with their overall strategy in the last few years. I'm looking at you, iPhone XR and iPhone SE. But just how cheap will the cheapest Apple Watch be? Well, you can buy the Series 3 from Apple for $199 today, compared to the $399 for the Series 5. So we'll have to wait and see for what Apple will consider to be the low end of the smartwatch category. Rumors also point to a new iPad. Now, the iPad Pro was updated earlier this year with a new Bionic chip, ultra-wide camera, and a LiDAR depth scanner. The few rumors floating around suggest that we may see an 11-inch iPad with the same Liquid Retina display and USB-C connector that's currently on the iPad Pro. There's also an unverified leak that Apple may move the iPad's Touch ID button up to the top power button, allowing for an all-screen device at a lower price point than the iPad Pro. There's also iPad OS and iOS 14, which were revealed earlier this year at WWDC. Both have been in public beta testing, so you've likely seen what it's capable of with features like redesigned widgets, emoji search, handwriting recognition, and compact calling. Those are all expected to roll out officially within the next few weeks, and along with them, we may even see a public version of the new Mac OS, known as Big Sur. Apple's other upcoming products, like the new HomePod or over-the-ear headphones, are seemingly still not ready for a primetime reveal. However, it's not unlike Apple to tease their upcoming products at these events, so we're not going to totally rule out their presence on Tuesday. And as always, Mashable will be covering the Apple event, so be sure to check back for all the updates and more.